What's up, friend? If you are still avoiding charging for no-shows and late cancellations because it makes you feel so uncomfortable, well, you're in the right place, because today I'm going to show you exactly how to, with 3 easy steps, charge that no-show confidently, even if you don't feel confident. Let's dive in. Hey, me again. I'm Dawn Bradley, and if we haven't met, welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, today we are talking about how to charge for a no-show. Oh, the anxiety, the stress. I'd rather just lose the money. That's what most of my students say when they start first out working with me. I'd rather just lose the money. And then over time, the frustration and the resentment builds up. You start to recognize just how much money you're losing from it, and you know you got to do something. So first of all, you need to have policies in place and you need to communicate them well. And I actually have this video right here if you want to dive into that a little bit more. Next is you want to keep things factual. When communicating that you'll be charging for a no-show, you want to take emotion out of it. I remember once someone saying to me, well, I said to my client, is it okay if I charge you for your no-show today? How would you respond to that? I'd be like, no, it's not okay. You can't make it a question or ask like, would you feel, is it okay? I think I'm gonna have to. Oftentimes this is what we do. We bring our shoulders forward and kind of slouch and kind of ask the question, because we don't want to be too authoritative and we don't want to come across the wrong way, and God forbid we don't want anyone to be upset at us or angry at us. That's usually our number one fear, right? Oh my goodness, what if they're upset? I don't want to make someone angry with me. I just want to be liked. That's like deep down our need, right? A lot of our anxiety and fear and insecurity comes from a place of just wanting to be loved and accepted. And we'll do anything to make sure other people are happy and completely abandon our self-happiness, ourselves and our happiness, to make sure that, because it makes us more comfortable making other people happy. You can still come across kind, compassionate, empathetic, while still keeping it factual. So for example, hi Tina, I hope you're doing okay. I'm really worried because I didn't hear from you for your appointment today. This is if you're leaving a message or something. I want to make sure you're okay first and foremost, because I really care about you and it's not like you to not show up. And secondly, I wanted to remind you of my no-show policy. I will have to charge you for this appointment, so please get back to me and let me know how you're doing. Or if you're seeing them face to face and they've come in and they've acknowledged it, or it's this weird thing like, hey, I just want to remind you about my no-show policy. The other day you didn't show up for your appointment and I wasn't able to get a hold of you and you gave me no notice, so I will be charging your card, or I have charged your card on file. Well, you can see there how I'm bringing it up. I'm letting them know I care about them. I want to make sure that they're okay, because, side note, one time I was so angry that a client no-showed and I was like cursing her under my breath. And then I found out that she was in the hospital and she had been in a major car accident. And I was there going, I can't believe she didn't give me any notice. Sometimes a no-show is a legitimate reason why they no-showed. So I now never jump to the conclusion that they're spiting me or slighting me. I always first assume that something is wrong and that they're not okay. And so my first instinct when I reach out to double check is to ask them if they're okay. Now, thirdly, after you've told them that you will be charging them, this is when we get nervous. Even though we've got the policy, if you haven't already watched the video, once again, go watch the video about writing down your policies and communicated them. So once you have a policy and you've communicated it well, we still get nervous about enforcing it. Now, a policy, once again, can't work unless you're willing to enforce it. It's like your parents giving you empty threats and you know that they never actually ground you, or they never actually stop the car and turn it around. So you know that you're not actually going to get in trouble, right? We learn over time. So we need our words to match our actions. You need to be ready to enforce your policy. But once we start getting comfortable with telling them we're going to be charging them, oftentimes it gets quiet because they're just processing what you just told them. But the silence is so uncomfortable that we go, but you know what, don't worry about it this time. And then you walk away and you go, oh, why did I do that? I was doing so good. And I wanted to reassure you that our brains learn quicker than our reflexes. And so this might happen, and I don't want you to beat yourself up over it, okay? It will take time to develop this habit and this new skill. So after you tell them you will be charging them, stay quiet. Let them process it. You've told them, reminded them of the policy that you went over and that they agreed to. You made eye contact with them and they remember that memory. They're just bringing it back up. They may react angry or pushy, and in that case, go watch this video. But give them some time to process it, and don't try to come to, I was called the spider web of thoughts. Don't try to predict all the different ways that they'll react. You will keep yourself in so much anxiety and stress before this event actually happens. Just let them respond, and always give yourself a minute to react or respond. So once you stay quiet and let them process, they might go, oh yeah, that sucks, but okay. Or they might go, oh really? And if they do that, oftentimes we want to jump in again and be like, oh, well, don't worry about it this time, but next time. And I mean, you can't, there's no one stopping you from that. You can waive the policy if you want, but if you're going to waive a policy, you need to let them know that you're going to. And then you actually have to follow through on it next time. But what I suggest, if they verbally agreed, they signed off on it with you, with your policy, then there's no issue. And a lot of times my students say, I did it, Dawn, and I told them I was charging them, I stayed quiet, and they said, okay, no problem. We get so worked up in this anxiety of the future of what something might happen that it hasn't ever happened, and it never does happen. And your clients, when you've built that trust, respect, loyalty, and authority, and I go deeper into that inside of the workshop, you can sign up in the link down below, they respect it and they pay it. And you really eliminate a lot of those angry, pushy clients that we're scared of all the time. Does it happen from time to time, and do you need to be prepared? Yes. You'll be surprised at how often it doesn't happen. And all of a sudden you can be proud of the business you've built. So if you want to gain more confidence and get more comfortable charging for your no-shows, once again, I want to invite you to the workshop. Click the link down below. Go watch my 3-step strategies to getting your policies working for you without any sweaty pits or angry client emails. Go check it out. You're going to love it. And make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell so you can get my videos that are coming up, because if you like this one, you are going to love what's coming up next. All right, thanks for being here, friend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.